Howdy folks, Foster Kinn here. So in this video, I'm going to recount a really cool encounter I had in a cheap motel in North Platt, Nebraska. Hang around. You know, I love people, and there are a lot of reasons to do so. And one of the best things about them is when I run into somebody with a nimble wit. Because, you know, a nimble or quick wit, it just can't be beat, right? And it's especially gratifying when they take their nimble wit and join in one of my shticks. And I do like to run shticks. Anyway, I'm in Nebraska, North Platt, Nebraska, the Cornhusker State. By the way, did you all know that the word Nebraska, the derivation of the word Nebraska, comes from a Native American Oto word for flat? And River Platte, now there are three Platts. There's North Platt, South Platt, and Platt, I guess. Anyway, the term River Platte comes from the French term for flat river. So it's flat and flat all around. Anyway, there I am in North Platt, Nebraska, checking into still yet another cheap motel. And the check-in lady behind the counter is large, majestically large. I say majestic because she had this noble air about her, and she wore that old, wrinkled, worn-out Mother Hubbard like it was the latest fashion from Paris, you know. And I use the word large because she was large. Anyway, our shtick and her nimble wit part of it started right after we finished our check-in business. And so she says, that comes to $27.21, tax included. Like I said, it was a cheap motel. So I said, cool. I said, that comes with a free car wash, right? And no hesitation at all. She goes, of course. And I said, by a supermodel on roller skates wearing nothing but a thong? And again, no hesitation at all. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. Today's her day off. And I said, dang. She says, but I'll tell you what. She gives me this seductive wink, you know. And she says, but I got a cute, tiny bikini that'll set you thinking everything's right. So I said, sounds good. And then she gets a frown on her face. But then, you know, a couple of my boyfriends might get upset. She winks again. And you don't want that kind of trouble. So that's it for this one. Subscribe to my channel. I need subscribers, millions of them. And go to my website, fosterkinn.com. There's tons of great stuff there. And don't forget about my books. Great stuff from beginning to end. And but most importantly, remember, ride big, ride long, and ride free.